Hi guys, and welcome back to Pass and Move. In today's episode, it will be the first episode of the Aspiring Aberdeen series. Now, I know some of you will be wondering what happened with the England national team save. There was actually a bit of an issue with that team. As fun as it was to, I was really excited and looking forward to managing England. Decent team, ranking 13th in the world. Um, Also, obviously, got some nice youngsters coming through. It looked like it was going to be a really exciting save to play. But unfortunately, for some reason, whenever I get to the point of selecting uh, my squad, there always used to be an issue. There was some weird bug where whenever I tried to select someone, um, it would just for some reason just shut down the whole game itself. So it would just quit it, and I thought maybe that was just a one-time incident, but it's actually happened about 5 times now. Haven't got past playing the first game that I showed in the first episode. So unfortunately, I've had to start a new save, and so I've decided to go with Aberdeen as the team to play with. Aberdeen are pretty much a pretty interesting team to play with, to be honest. Um, they're predicted to end in third, but the challenge here is to actually pretty much do what Sir Alex Ferguson did with them and win the title. We need to get back to being European Cup winners and Ladbrokes Premiership winners as well, because if I just show you here in the history of the past winners, it's just about been Celtic Rangers, Celtic Rangers, all the way through back until around the same time where Sir Alex Ferguson actually won them the titles here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we just want to get them back into break this sort of pattern of just Celtics and Rangers, um, which has been going on for about 30 years now. So that will be the challenge, as well as hopefully doing well in Europe as well. Uh, in terms of the rules, I think let me see the qualifications. So top six qualify for championship group, but in terms of the continental qualification, only the top team qualifies for the European Cup Champions second qualifying phase. So we're actually currently, because of how we ended last season in second place, we are in the Euro Cup first qualifying round, and that's actually what we're going to be playing today, which is the very first. There's two legs here. We'll be doing a bit of a double header, I think, unless the first game pretty much ends, us dominating it. But otherwise, it'll be a double header. And just quickly run you through how the squad looks right now. We'll be playing in the 4-2-3-1 formation. Try to include as many of the club's best players as possible. In terms of the board, the finances and stuff like that, we're only under by like 5k in the wage budget. And even if I move it all the way up to 200k, I can only really offer 2k wages. So it's not much money to get around on. So yeah, we'll be hoping to rely on our youth players really coming through up until maybe the point where we actually end up earning some money uh, and increasing the club's finances. But well, I mean, next year it should look good. With 2 million we should be able to do some sort of things, but right now not, we didn't really have much. And yeah, I haven't really bought anyone in or even sent anyone out. It's pretty much still pre-season, but because the Euro Cup first qualifying round obviously starts really early, as you can see here, we're still in June. I mean, we haven't even played our friendlies that are set up here. A couple of tours around, and unfortunately, we didn't even get to play our first set of friendlies before this, but it got cancelled because of this Euro Cup sort of leg that's going to be going on. I think that's pretty much all I've updated. Have a look at our tactics here. It's a 4-2-3-1, two wingers, two fullbacks, a deep lying playmaker on support duty, centre mid on defend duty, and advanced playmaker as well as an advanced forward. Now my players are normally a target. The strikers are normally target men, but unfortunately it doesn't really fit into our tactics. The way we're playing, don't really need a target man, so we'll be playing them on advanced forward. They're more than capable of playing it. Obviously, they're a bit more suited to target man role, but I'll expect them to do well there regardless. In terms of the team instructions, just the basics: lower tempo, shorter passing, and roaming from positions. We start off with a standard mentality, but really we've got the freedom of moving into a control or a counter duty as well. A mentality, sorry. Anyways, as you can see here as well, just no fitness around the squad at all, and that's because of the result of our players just getting back from training. Still really early on in the season, as I mentioned, but because this is the first game under my management, the first competitive game, pretty much the first game ever, because we haven't really played a friendly either. I decided to show it as my first episode. So let's just get quickly into today's game. Because it's a double header, we can't take too long talking about what's going on. And if I miss out on anything, I'll just update you guys in the next episode, where hopefully it should be a bit more relaxed. In terms of the board expectations for the competition, we will be expected to get into the cup stage. Sorry, not the cup stage, the group stage. Let me quickly show you here. So Euro Cup, there you go. Reach the group stage. So we do have a couple of qualifying rounds to get through. But let's see what we could do here first. They're playing with a pretty much 4-2-3-1 of themselves, but with 3 attacking midfielders instead of the 1 and the 2 wingers. We should be able to counter it pretty well, and hopefully we can get off to a winning start despite lack of fitness. I'm hoping they have a lack of fitness too, as well. And we can hopefully, make the most out of that. Just going to quickly sort these out. Showing the replays on close, because that's what should be. And yeah, we are the favourites according to my assistant manager, and we are in the betting odds as well. And we should be. Hopefully the players can respond well to the pressure of being favourites and get us, the crucial win we need in this first leg. If we can make it comfortable for ourselves so that when we go into the second leg we don't have to worry, that'd be great. Hopefully we need to try and keep a clean sheet as well. That way the away goals rule doesn't apply to us, hopefully. If we score an away goal, hopefully it does apply, but I mean hopefully they won't score, so we won't have that disadvantage of having to score 2 goals. So really the most crucial bit of this game is just trying to hold on to a clean sheet, and somehow Maddison has scored from an impossible angle. Must have been a bullet of a ball, really, because it doesn't make sense why the goalkeeper conceded from there. But we'll see here in 3D. Maddison just blasted it, and keeper, God knows what keeper's doing there. But, we'll take it. 1-0 up, 15 minutes in. Can't ask for more from the players. Just going to quickly change the match feed settings. I'm not really a fan of all these sort of details here. Try and keep it nice and short. All about the tactics. And NS have yet to even have a single shot on target. We're not doing too well in terms of keeping possession, even though we're supposed to be a possession-based team. But we're coming with the forward ball here. Coming with the ball forward here, and Maddison gets his second of the game. And really couldn't ask for a better first half so far. I mean, we were favourites. I didn't expect this to be this great. Gap in quality. But again, we'll just take it. It's been 2-0 up, and Maddison's not even our striker. He's actually our advanced playmaker, and he's manages to score those type of goals. So perfect start to the first half. Let's see if we can get Maddison his hat-trick, and hopefully not concede a goal at all. That's really what we want to try and avoid doing. No matter how many goals we score, we want to try and avoid conceding a goal here. Conceding when we're away from home is far more easier to deal with. Paul's bringing the ball forward here. Can he get across? He can, but instead the goalkeeper deals with it. Hayes has got the ball. He has a shot and he misses. And we do look a bit dangerous here, which is great. I mean, we've had one clear-cut chance, but we've managed to score 2 goals. And thankfully, dealt with that bit of dangerous play from NSI as well, showing us that, we haven't completely written them off the game yet. That was their half chance there. Yeah, we got the ball now. Hayes bringing it forward. He beats his man. Can he find our striker? He can. Rooney plays it back into far post for Paulette, and Paulette gets the third goal of the game. And now we're just cruising. Should be easily qualified for the second round, even though we still got a second leg to go. I think I might actually not show the second leg. I might actually just show you guys how set up the team so far as well. Just going to quickly tell the players, I was going to tell them that I'm very pleased, but a couple of them look complacent, and I'm not pleased about that. So I think I will tell them they'll get complacent. And some of them have gotten motivated, some of them have got focused. Let's see if they can get a fourth and not concede a goal. So far though, all the highlights have gone our way. Hardly, much to speak about in terms of the opponent. Really only having that one shot on target, which is their half chance. But they are bringing the ball forward here. Might be because my players are being a bit complacent, but let's see what's made of it. We scored 3 goals on the standard duty, so we don't have to worry too much. Standard mentality, sorry. But they had a great opportunity scored there from a through ball. It was their clear-cut chance. And yeah, my players are letting their opponents into the game, sorry. But still, we're 3-0 up. I mean, if we do concede, it's not the end of the world, but don't want to concede at all. 3-0 win's always great. Nice to keep the clean sheet, and we've somehow managed to head that in. Counts as a Kenny McLean goal, but it really looked like an own goal. Might be because he headed it on target anyways. I guess that was going on target, but it's actually, I'm not really entirely sure how to say that name, to be honest, but it's bounced off his head. For some reason, he's facing his own goal, and again, we'll just take that as well. It's 4-0, 60 minutes now. I was thinking about making some changes, but apparently none of the players are really tired as of yet, so we'll just carry on for a bit more and see how it goes. Just look at the average ratings of on my squad here. Just great ratings all around. It's mainly been our top, the top 3 just in behind the striker who performed so well. The striker himself hasn't performed crazy good, but he's going to get a chance here. But instead, it's going to count as an own goal. Either way, we'll take it. 5-0 up. 70 minutes played. And yeah, just completely dominating this game, thankfully. Maybe I shouldn't have showed you guys this game, but actually, it was the first game under my leadership, so I thought, why not? Whenever I start a new series, I always show the first game. We're gonna get another chance here. It's just 6-0, so really, Kenny McLean scoring from a set piece. Definitely not going to be showing you guys the second leg. Entirely no reason to do so, and instead I'll show you guys just how I've set everything up so far, and how I plan to manage the team basically. We are expected to finish third, even though we finished second last season. So I guess everyone's expecting, Rangers and Celtics to go head to head over the title. But hopefully we can break that sort of, cycle or repetitiveness that's been going on. We really want to be challenging for the title, if not anything else. But yeah, we'll just quickly make some changes here. Madison on a hat-trick, but seeing as his fitness is going a bit down, it's still early on in the season, just take him off, give him a bit of a rest. And let's see who else we could take off. Yeah, I think I'll take off Graham, the fullback. And yeah, let's see, there's just 10 minutes left to go. Can we score a 7th goal is the question of the second half. And it doesn't look like it will actually end 6-0. Nice easy win. I always say about how a 3-0 wins the perfect win, so this is doubly perfect. We've got the clean sheet to boot as well, and really this hasn't been a competition at all. Less than what I thought it would be. Just gonna have to tell the players I'm really pleased with the performance. They're ecstatic themselves, and we've got a great 6-0 win. And yeah, let me quickly show you guys what's going on. So since we're playing with a 4-2-3-1, I like to have 2 players per position. We've got a solid right back, but unfortunately his backup player is one of our youngsters who isn't too great. He's only suited to this sort of league, not really to our league, and even his potential is not, to our Ladbrokes Premiership league either. But unfortunately, because we don't have any money, we can't really get anyone in. The left back, sorry, look great. Got some 2 great players. Centre backs could do with a bit of improvements, but we'll have to deal with it as is now. Our right wings look good too. They're okay, not amazing, but a centre mid partnership is great. 4-star rating and a 3.5-star rating. And the left wing's got some serious competition here with very little to separate in terms of ability. Advanced playmaking position could do with a bit more investment, because we've got James Maddison as our main advanced playmaker, but he's actually just on loan from Norwich, so can't really rely on him for more than just a season. In terms of strikers, though, there's a bit of competition here going on too. Adam Rooney's a great striker for us. Great stats all around. I'm especially pleased about us finishing at 17. That's just great finishing. The Irishman who hasn't made a debut for his country just yet, but you never know. I mean, he is 28 years old, but you never know. And yeah, in terms of how I set up my friendlies, I've got what I normally do is arrange friendly, select an area of, a moment of time, how I want to play. Just quickly tour, choose the region. I never really choose nations. I guess you could choose nations, but I like to choose the regions. We've got 3 here that we could go on. I had all 3 selected, but unfortunately, like I mentioned, because of the European Cup games we had to play, one of the tours got cancelled. And yeah, these are the expectations for the competitions as well. We're expected just to qualify for Euro Cups. That means 2nd or 3rd position would do us just fine. In the Euro Cup, as we mentioned, we're expected to reach the group stage, but in the Scottish Cup, we're expected to reach the semi-final. In terms of how under-20s is looking at with potential, we've got some decent youngsters coming through, really. We've got a nice advanced playmaker here on loan. If I can recall him, that would be great, but let me have a look. Yeah, he can be recalled, so maybe when the transfer window opens up, I think that's in July. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Let me quickly have a look when it is. Let's see here. Transfer windows are from June and January, but for some reason I don't think we could actually call him back just yet. Oh, we can. Okay, definitely. Then we'll definitely be calling back Cammy Smith. He's got amazing potential. He'd be an advanced playmaker for sure. He's already, suited to our league, so can't ask much more from him. No reason for him to be on loan in Dundee United. Instead, we'll make use of him ourselves. I'll actually do that right now and move him up to the squad as well. But yeah, we've also got some nice, young striker coming in through here. Some decent players coming through, so we should make use out of them instead of buying any players or loaning in players either. And let's see what else. In terms of tactics, I already mentioned how we're going to be setting up this season. Hopefully it should work in our favour. We're going to have 2 great advanced playmakers now, so it really should help us. It makes sense for us to use the advanced playmaker position. In terms of team report, we just got a couple of weaknesses. Teamwork, work rate, aggression, strength, first touch, but I mean, we should be okay. We've got some nice strengths as well in here. In terms of staff, we do have the best physios, and I brought in a bunch of scouts, but unfortunately we're only in 2nd place in terms of our scouts. Coaching, we don't have much of a coaching staff. Only could bring in 1 person because the rest of the positions were taken, but eventually the staff will improve with time. This is how our scouts look like. In terms of judging ability, we've got some nice scout here for the judging potential ability. That he will come useful to us when we're trying to search for youngsters to sign. In terms of how I set training up, I've got it, because it's pre-season, I've got it on team cohesion and high intensity level, as well as match preparation and match tactics. Later on, when we begin the season, I'll switch this to balanced and intensity level on average. in terms of where we're scouting, got 7 scouts, so I'm just scouting pretty much. There's no restrictions on scouting, so I've got the main areas set, all of Europe, so Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and South Europe. Also South America, because just how many amazing players come through from there on the cheap. And then we've got UK and Ireland because that's where we are from, and Scandinavia is next to us as well. Some decent players there too, so we should be okay scouting there. In terms of transfers, don't think I've got anything to say about transfers yet at all. Nothing's really happened just yet. As we mentioned, it's still pre-season, and just as you can see here, really the sort of performances Aberdeen have been having throughout their history. So we just need to make the most out of this season and push on and get ourselves into a great position. In terms of the board requests, it's still early on, so no one's the board's going to decline anything I ask for. I'll give it a try anyways. But yeah, in terms of finances, we're decent at 2 million. We're projected, as you can see here, to have a good transfer budget going up for next couple of seasons, so we'll be able to make the most of that. But yeah, everything going great just as of now. We're getting profits in, making good money. I don't think we're in debt at all, so that's great as well. And we should be set up for a successful season. Hopefully that will happen. Anyways, that'll be all for today. Thanks, guys. As always, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, thanks.